Hello fashion lovers, welcome to the channel. This is NCM Afrik-Ann, your fashion DIY tutor. So today's DIY is going to be on how to make this beautiful waterfall jacket with a basket weave design at the back. So please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up after watching this video. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I did was to get a pattern paper that is wide enough to contain the widest part of the back bodice. So we are cutting the back first. So the first thing I did was to get a rectangular pattern paper like this, wide enough to contain just the back bodice of the measurement I'm working with, and I added 1 inch sewing allowance and long enough for the dress length I'm working with. So before I start working on my pattern paper, I'm going to double this paper because this paper is so light. If you're using a pattern paper that is thick, there won't be any need doubling it. So I'll be doubling my pattern paper so that it doesn't tear on my sewing machine while I'm sewing. So what I'm going to do, I'll be applying my gum on this first. So just go ahead and apply some paper gum on your pattern paper, just as you can see me doing. So after applying my gum, I'll go ahead and double my pattern paper just like this. After doubling, I'll go ahead and trim off the excess. So after trimming out the excess paper, I'll keep this aside and let the gum dry for some few minutes. So after letting the gum dry for some minutes, I'll be making some vertical and horizontal lines on this pattern paper. I'll be making this using an interval of 1.5 inches. So I mean the spaces will be 1.5 inches vertically and horizontally, just as you can see on the diagram on the screen. So just go ahead and create a basket diagram on your pattern paper, just as you can see displayed on the screen. So I'm done creating the boxes on the entire pattern. So these lines are 1.5 inches away from each other. So I've marked the entire pattern. The next thing to do is to shred your fabric. So I've gone ahead to cut, and the measurement I have on each of these is 1.5 inches wide. So I have a lot of them, so cut as much as possible. That will be enough to fill up the paper or to fill up the lines. So you can even go ahead and count the lines before cutting your fabric, so you don't cut excess fabric that you might not be needing at the end of the day. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'll take this to the sewing machine. So please come along with me. Let me show you how I'm going to be sewing this on my pattern. So it's time to start attaching the fabrics on the lines I've created. So you can choose to start with the vertical or the horizontal lines. So I'll be starting with the vertical lines. So just pick one of the shredded fabrics and fold it just the way you can see me folding. So just pick one and fold in about 1/4 inch on both sides. So fold in 1/4 inch from the right and 1/4 inch from the left. So after folding, go ahead and fold again. So you're going to be folding each of these fabric into 3. So after folding like this, just place directly on the line, place on the line and top stitch.
NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann.
NCM NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM.
So I'm done sewing my fabrics on the vertical lines. So I'll take this back to my sewing machine and start sewing on the horizontal lines. So you can choose to start with the vertical or the horizontal lines, it doesn't really matter.
NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann.
NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann, NCM Afrik-Ann.
NCM Afrik-Ann. NCM Afrik-Ann.
I'm done creating my basket design on my pattern paper. You can see how beautiful and neat it's looking. So the next thing I'm going to do, I will get my basic back pattern. So this is the basic back pattern. I've cut out the shoulder, the armhole, and I've created the basic back pattern. So at the beginning of the video, I said what would determine the width of this pattern is the biggest part, that's the largest part of your back pattern, and the dress length. So just make a pattern and just create your basket if they're wide enough to contain the back, the biggest measurement at the back. So this pattern, this design is just going to be at the back of this dress. So after creating your back pattern, so this is my basic back pattern on fold. So this is the basic pattern I'm working with. So the next thing I will do, I'll place this pattern on my basket pattern. So make sure you centralize this very well. So I'll just place this. So you can use this method to cut out any design of your choice. Once you have something like this, you can create a sleeve out of it. Any design you can create from this pattern. So I'll just go ahead and cut out the basic pattern for the back. So I'll be holding this down with my office pin. So after pinning my pattern to this, I'll go ahead and cut this out. So I've gone ahead to cut out the shape of my dress. So this is the shape of the dress. That is the back pattern of my dress, the back part of my dress. So I'll keep this aside. I'll just keep this aside and work on the front part of my dress. So to get the front pattern of this jacket, so the front pattern is going to be a waterfall jacket. So the front pattern is going to have a waterfall design. So the first thing I'll do is to place my fabric on fold just like this. Then I'll get the pattern, the back pattern that I used for the back. I'll place my back pattern on fold. So I make sure the side with the armhole is facing you where you have this opening. So I'll just place the back pattern on my folded fabric just like this. So make sure you have extra fabric at the front of your pattern after placing this pattern, after placing the back pattern. So at least you should have at least 10 inches extra fabric at the front of your back pattern, but I'll be using 14 inches for this because I want that wavy effect on this jacket. I want the front to really look wavy and I want the front to really come out so beautiful. So I'll be using 14 inches instead of 10 inches. So I want more of the wavy effect at the front. So you can use 10 inches, you will still get a very beautiful design. So there are various ways to create a waterfall effect on your jacket. So from this place where my neck depth starts, I'll just go ahead and make a straight line to where my 14 inches is, or to wherever you want yours to stop, depending on how full you want your waterfall at the front. So you could use this block method. You could also make a slant line like this from this neck depth, from this neck. You could just make a slant design. So like I said, there are different ways to form your waterfall at the front. Whichever way you choose, it will still look beautiful after making the waterfall effect. So but I'll be using this block method to create waterfall effect on my jacket. So I'll just go ahead and make a straight line from this point where my neck depth starts. So from this point, I'll make a curve like this. To meet this point where I have my breast length. Just be creative with this. I'll keep on curving till I get the desired curve I want for this jacket. So let me take this again. So from this straight line, just make a curve. So you can see what I'm doing. So just make a curve to this point. So after marking the curve, I'll go ahead and cut this out. So after cutting this, I'll just keep this aside and I'll come back to my basket pattern. So the next thing I'll do, I'll cut out a little fabric to seal up the neck and to seal up the down parts of my dress. So in the course of sewing my fabric to my pattern, this paper was tearing at the bottom. So what I will do, I will get another pattern paper, apply my gum. So I'm doing this just to hold this together. So I'll be using this little piece to bias the neck of my pattern. So just go ahead and fix this just the way you fix your bias. So I'll be starting from the back of my pattern. So after biasing the neck of the pattern, I also went ahead to bias the hem of the pattern using the same method. So I'm done sealing the hem and the neck area. So these are the first things you will do before joining the front to the back. And before joining the front to the back, I also went to fold in this part where I cut the front part of my jacket. You can use your interlocking machine to do that. So the next thing I'll do is to join the front and the back together. So I'm going to place right side facing right side. So I'll go ahead and join this on the shoulders. So I've gone ahead to join the shoulders. So after joining the shoulders, the next thing to do is to seal up the armholes. So to seal up my armhole, I'll be cutting my fabric in a bias form. So you know the armhole is not straight, so I'm not going to cut a straight piece. So I'll be cutting it in a bias form. So I'll be cutting it from this part that is stretchy. So just the way I did for the neck, I'll be using this to pipe the armholes. So I've gone ahead to seal up the armholes. So after sealing up the armholes, the next thing, I'll take this to my sewing machine. I'll take this back to my sewing machine, and I'll be joining the two sides. So please, before you take out the papers, make sure you are true with whatever thing you are doing with the dress. So the last thing to do is to take out the papers. So before then, I'll be joining the sides of my jacket. So I've gone ahead to join the sides of my jacket. You can see what I have here. So the next thing to do is to take out the papers. So this should be the last thing you are to do. So make sure you are true sewing everything. Make sure you are true with whatever thing you are doing before removing the papers. So this is going to take some time, so no need to rush. So just sit and remove the papers gently. So after taking my time to take out the papers, this is what I have. A very beautiful waterfall jacket with a basket weave design at the back. So please let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comments section. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. I remain your fashion DIY tutor, NCM Afrik-Ann. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.